Hello everybody and welcome to stealwing33 plays Slay the Spire! My name is stealwing33 and Slay the Spire is a deck-based roguelite that is on Steam right now in early access. I believe it's currently sitting at like $20 or something like that, $19.99, something like that. Game's really good, and I decided that since PUBG's being a piece of shit and won't let me get a good game in to save my life, we're going to play Slay the Spire so we can get something adventurous going on. So we're going to play as the Ironclad today. The Ironclad starts out with the special ability that after every combat, he heals for a little bit, which means that he really works well on decks that make you take a little bit of punishment. Now, I have played Slay the Spire. Full disclosure, this is not blind. I have been playing a little bit, but yeah, so we're gonna start up Slay the Spire here. So first things first, we get to talk to Mr. Whaleman here, and Mr. Whaleman gives us an option. We can either obtain a curse and choose a rare card. Curses generally are cards that go into your deck, and when you draw them, they're either dead, so they're like a wasted space, or they hurt you in some way. We can take a card. We can get 3 potions. Potions are consumable items that we can use to either help ourselves or hinder the enemy, or we can lose our starting relic and get a boss relic. I really like Burning Blood, like a lot, so I don't really want to do that, but we will take a curse to get a rare card. So we're going to take Pain, and in exchange for that, we're going to be able to take something that... We're going to be able to take something that will speak towards what it is that our deck's going to be doing. Demon Form's very fun, and I've had a lot of success with this in the past, but I think we're going to take Juggernaut, and we're going to go with a defensive-based deck. Now, here's your basic map of Slay the Spire, right? So you have your monster spaces, your question mark spaces, your merchants, and your elites. Our goal is after every one of these combats, we get an item, right? So normally it's like you get a card and you get some gold. Sometimes you get potions, things like that. But from my standpoint, I want to hit as many question marks as possible on our way up to the main boss fight at the top here, right? And I also want to hit as many elite spaces as possible. So what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to go left. We're going to go left, up, this way, hit this, go this way, hit this, and then hit that last elite. So we're going to be able to hit 2 elites on the first floor, which, depending on how our deck shapes out, could be really good or really bad, but we can always make decisions on changing out before then. So for now, let's start out with Juggernaut and defend. Why am I getting hurt? I took 2 damage there for some reason. But why? Oh, Pain. While in hand, you lose 1 card whenever anything else is played. Yeah, so Pain actually is like a bad curse, right? But it's been discarded, so we won't have to worry about it for the rest of the combat here, which is good. We probably could have taken the opportunity to try to, like, just absolutely destroy one of these guys, but I wanted to play with our archetype a little bit more than normal. We're going to need a second. If we're going to get really anything going with this archetype, we are going to need a second Juggernaut at some point. Because I'm pretty sure Juggernaut's not... Yeah, it exhausts itself. So it's only a one-time use per combat. I was trying to hope that that would kill him so we could just focus fire on the medium slime there. But that's okay. Him's being a dick. This guy's applying weakness to us, which makes it so that we do less damage every time we hit somebody. And I think it also applies wounds. And wounds are just dead cards in your deck that you can't do anything about. Well, you can do stuff about them, but you have to, like, discard them and stuff. There we go. Alright. Took a lot more damage on that first combat than I think we needed to. Let's take Armaments. Armaments is really good. You pay 1 mana, or 1 energy, I guess, in this case. You get 5 block, and you upgrade a card. It's pretty good. We'll buy 1 potion, which is a fire potion, which is probably the best kind of potion. It does 20 single target damage, so you, like, put it on somebody and it just does 20 damage to them, which in a lot of cases could be very useful. Let's do Armaments. We'll upgrade the strike. Do a block as well, and we'll strike you. I just don't want to take 12 damage on the chin like that. Doesn't seem like a great idea to me. Pain sucks. Alright, we're going to go through this combat real quick here. Just burn them with the potion. I'm pretty fast and loose with my potions. I normally end up with, like, a lot of them, so I don't feel any need to, like, concern myself with keeping them. I know that they're probably best saved for, like, boss fights and stuff, but I'd rather use them. is essentially what I'm getting at here. Let's go ahead and slap the one in the back. He's going to curl up. Curl up basically is after I hit them, they get blocked for a turn. So we're going to take a little bit of heat here, but that's okay. We've taken a couple cards that do synergize with the type of deck we're building. In particular, Iron Wave is really good. Iron Wave's an attack that also gives you block. So every time we Iron Wave, it's going to do 3 damage to what we put it on, and it's also going to do... and it also triggers Juggernaut, which is pretty good. We will upgrade the Defend. And we'll just play the Defend. Like, this is nice because, like, it makes it so that when we are defensive, we're not losing out on stuff. A second Juggernaut would be really nice. Because that means that, like, in those situations, then we could, like, absolutely dumpster people. Pummel's really good, especially if you have, like, Fire Breathing or something like that. So is Twin Strike, but I think we'll take Pommel Strike. Card draw is really good, like, in all deck types. So, not going to complain too much. Before you stands in the Labyrinth Shrine to a Forgotten Spirit. Let's upgrade Juggernaut. Makes do 5 damage every time we gain block. Which is great. Like, it's a fun archetype to play with. I had a run a while back where I had this archetype going on. Armaments Plus is actually, like, really good. It upgrades all the cards in our hand for the rest of the combat. And it doesn't exhaust itself, so you can do it all the time. It's very good. Anchors whenever they take attack damage, so we'll just avoid hitting them for right now. While we focus on Fat Gremlin here. We'll focus on Fat Gremlin, and then we'll move to Wizard Gremlin, and then we'll focus on these two. The problem with hitting them, so they don't do very much damage at the beginning. They do like 4 or 5 damage at the start. This one will, in fact, murder us super hard if we are not careful. Pain sucks. We really need to get that card out of our deck. At some point, we're going to need to hit a shop. The shop will let us pay gold to remove the card from our deck, so that way we never have to worry about it ever again. Yeah, like 25 damage is too much damage. Oh, damn, I drew Armaments. Well, we'll do that. Block again. We're also going to drink this regen potion, because this is going to hurt real bad. What are we going to take? We're going to take, what, 15 damage? Jesus. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. And since we're playing a slower deck, it's in our interest to, like, slow our roll a little here. And the Pain card, every time it pops up, is just, like, dumpstering us super hard. We're taking a lot of damage. It's like chip damage, so I'm not, like, paying too much attention to it, but... I, like, don't want to kill this guy yet. But I think we should, just because I think it's safer. It sucks because we blew that regen potion, which is stupid. We're going to take Impervious. Impervious is really good, especially if you know an enemy's going to do, like, a huge hit. Strange blue humanoid with golden helm approaches you with a huge smile. Hello, friend. I'm Cleric. Interested in my services? Yes, Cleric. I would like you to heal me, please. It's going to spare me a little bit of grief later. Dreamcatcher, whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. Actually pretty good, because we're going to rest here, because we're going to go into an elite fight next. From this, we're going to take... Uppercut's pretty good, actually. Let's take Uppercut. I could use a little bit more oomph right now. We'll go to the elite. It's a good elite, actually, for us, because we have a lot of setup going on. Juggernaut, Armaments Plus... Slap him a little bit. As long as we don't break his armor, he won't wake up. As long as we don't break his armor, he won't wake up, right? Pain's bad. I, like, almost want to pass the turn, which is what we're going to do, so I don't have to deal with Pain right now. Because we have, like, I think we have, like, 1 or 2 more turns until he wakes up. Yeah, there we go. Let's do this. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. So now he's stunned for this turn. The Lagavulin, I've never actually read the fucking names of these things, is a piece of shit and deserves to die. So that's okay. We're gonna take some heat, but I didn't want to play too many cards in that turn with Pain to avoid taking too much damage. There we go. Like, that's the nice part about the Juggernaut archetype, is that, like, when we need to be defensive, we're still hitting him, which is great. He's going to do a move that's probably going to debuff us this turn, so we'll just do that. Slap him around a little bit here. It's nice because it also turns all of our defends into gain 5 armor, deal 5 damage. It basically turns them all into basic level iron waves, which is nice. I know we're taking a lot of damage, but yeah, it's like I'm looking for iron wave and a little bit more armor. Help us out a little bit. Like, we probably even want to just, like, remove the basic strikes from our deck and just leave the defense in place. Because every time we have Juggernaut up and we use a defend, it essentially is Iron Wave, which is nice. Gain 5 block, deal 5 damage, which is great. And then we always want to start with Iron Wave in our hand. And then in this situation, I think we'll take Flame Barrier. Flame Barrier is really strong. It gains 12 armor, and every time somebody attacks you, they get slapped for damage, which is just, it's always good. Right, let's take a minute to look at our upgrade abilities. So if we upgrade Flame Barrier, it's 16 block, and every attack deals 6 damage to the person. Iron Wave 7 and 7. Impervious is 40 extra block, which can be really good. Uppercut is good. Applying 2 weak and 2 vulnerable is strong. Drawing 2 cards is strong. I think we'll take Uppercut. I think this is what we're going to do. And then we're going to fight this other elite. Okay. This is actually a pretty good one. So these guys have Artifact. So we the first time we debuff them every turn, they don't get debuffed. In a sense. Which is fine. I mean, generally fine. The thing is that they do a lot of damage. They basically shoot for 8 every turn, and then one of them always applies Dazes into our deck. Daze deletes itself after you've used it once, so it's not that big of a deal. But at the end of the day, it's still like a dead card in our hand, and they do put a lot of Dazes into your deck, which is the problem more than anything. We can uppercut you, and it'll still apply at least one of them. Yeah. And we're out. So he's vulnerable. So he takes bonus damage from all of our attacks for a little while, which is good. The Dazes are bad. We're kind of, like, we're taking a lot of heat here, but I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be completely honest. Block one of the attacks, and we got Juggernaut up, which is great. Impervious is really good. It's just, it's a boss item, right? Like, it's probably not going to be terribly useful on anyone else, like when we fight, like, other bad guys. But it will be useful when, like, we're fighting a boss, and the boss has, like, a move that does 80 damage, and we can throw up Impervious and block 30 of it, so we don't die. That's a lot of Dazes out of our deck. There's still 3 Dazes in our deck, which sucks, but we're gonna hang in there. A lot more Dazes getting added to the deck right now. 4 more to be precise. Let's go Armaments. Bash. Perfect. Alright. We're gonna take 3 damage here. I'm probably gonna have to rest at the bonfire before the actual boss fight, but that should be fine. We'll do Flame Barrier. Slap you. There you go. We don't take any damage. Next turn, we literally need to draw any card from our deck, and he dies. Yeah, like, we need to draw literally anything, and he'll die. Because of fucking Juggernaut combined with other stuff, which is great. Healing's more effective in combat, which is really good. Body Slam is really good, so we're going to take Body Slam. For the archetype we're going for, Body Slam's, like, actually just one of the best cards we could get. And we're also going to not upgrade it because we need to heal. Because we're going into a boss fight. Said that earlier. That gives us the ability to take Shrug It Off is really good, actually. So we're going to take Shrug It Off. Especially, again, with the archetype that we're playing in. All of that. Juggernaut. Iron Wave. Juggernaut, the upgraded Juggernaut makes Iron Wave deal 10 damage and gain 5 block, which is, like, ridiculous. Draw 1 less card for a couple turns, which is fine. We'll do this, and we'll do this. I think he's not splitting, he's doing something else, right? Yeah, it's like preparing to do like a big move. Yeah. Now would have been a good time to have Impervious, to be honest. Because we're not going to be able to make him split, so we're going to take fucking 25 damage. Ah, damn. Yeah, like, that would have been a turn to have Impervious. We didn't, obviously, which sucks, but what are you going to do? We drew Uppercut. I actually would have liked to have had that. We're getting a little beat up here. Impervious Body Slam. Should knock him down pretty hard. Impervious and Body Slam is a good combo as well, because it basically means that we get a free 30 damage smash, which is awesome. There we go. I know they're going to just apply debuffs to us, but we're putting the damage down because it does damage. Like, it's 5 damage a hit. We interrupted him. We're still going to take 5 damage, which isn't great. But after every boss fight, you do heal, so it's not that big of a deal. There we go. Interrupted that guy with the Juggernaut hit, which is good. I thought those would count as attacks, and Flame Barrier would hit them, but I was wrong. What we need is AoE. Like, we just don't have any, like, ability to, like, AoE things to death. So you have to kill the one that's going to do 10 damage to us. Ow. So we're fine. Everything's fine. There's no need to worry. Yeah. Doing A-okay, and I think we're going to take Reaper, because the other two suck. They're just, I don't like them. At the start of your turn, gain energy, but you can no longer use potions. Probably not that bad. Tiny House is okay. Gain 3 curses, or get 3 relics. Get 3 curses. I think what we'll do is we'll start with 4 energy at the start of every turn, but we just can't use potions anymore, which is not a big deal. Not a big deal. Alrighty. What's the plan here? Well, we want to try to hit as many question marks as possible while also simultaneously trying to hit elites. I think what we'll do is we'll go up this way, hit the shop, elite chest, elite shop. Yeah, I think that's going to be the route we're going to take here. So let's go ahead and start up the combat. Couple of muggers. They're thievery. Bastards. Do that. Do this. And then make this do more damage than a basic block. Than a basic strike, rather. Oh, we have 4 energy. That's right, I remember. So we're actually totally fine. We're also blocked a fair amount of damage. So these guys steal your gold every time they hit you. That pain card, we gotta get rid of that, which is why we're going towards the shop, mind you, but, like, it's gotta go. Every time it's in my hand, we take, like, 7 damage. Alright. We didn't actually apply any block that round, I just realized. Ooh, so we took a hit there. So he's going to gain armor, and then the next turn I think he's going to run away. Yeah, he's trying to run away. So what we need to do is kill him before he gets away. Which is not what's going to happen. So he's going to get away with some of our gold. That's not a huge deal. Alright, later, nerd. Our deck's a little bit too slow to get through that fight perfectly, right? But it's not that big of a deal. I think Cleave actually would be really useful here. Perfected Strike, we do have a lot of strikes in our deck, so let's actually take it. Cleave is good. Cleave's like a really good card. But, do we want to get Jaxed? Lose 3 HP, gain 2 strength, and exhausted. we'll take it. Fuck it. I'll take drugs. Let's do it. We're in an RPG. It's the best. If we're gonna take drugs, now's the best time to do it, right? So there's 27 damage. Holy crap. Yeah, alright, fuck it. Smack him for 27. He's gonna gain more armor this turn, which blows, but we just need to chip through it. He's got barricade up. Barricade makes it so that he cannot lose. He doesn't lose block between rounds, which is fine. But we need to be careful because he can get away from us, and our deck's a little bit too slow. Just a little bit. That's gonna hurt. We're gonna take like, what, 17 damage? Yeah, that's a lot. I just realized we took the Jax. We don't need strength because we're getting a lot of our damage from the fact that we block and deal Juggernaut damage. So, like, it's not terribly useful. Alright, we're gonna take 8 damage here, but he's gonna take a little bit too. Yeah, he killed himself. Never mind, we didn't take any damage. Cool. Alright, what do we got? Rage is good whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 6 block. That's actually really good, to be completely honest. So good that we're going to take it. Whirlwind is also, like, disgusting. You spend all your energy and you hit for... I think you hit for, like, 8 damage X times, depending on the amount of energy. I would like gold. I'm going to hurt us a little bit here. And I'm going to leave. We hurt ourselves a little bit there, but it's because I knew we were coming here. Pen Nib's alright. Upgrade 2 random skills. At the start of every combat, apply 1 vulnerable to everybody. Another impervious might not be too bad, to be honest. Well, okay, first things first. Where is... There it is. Get out of here. Right, then I think we'll take impervious. And then I think we'll also take war paint. And then we're out of gold. So we did what we came for. We got pain out of our deck, which is what what mattered there. Do we want any of these? Shrug It Off is actually pretty good. It also cycles itself, so yeah, let's go with that. We don't need strength cards because we're building a defense-minded deck. So strength doesn't help us. What we need is, like, we need to get, like, Orichalcum or something. Or something that gives us, like, extra dexterity would be nice. Like, we're doing well. The deck's actually kind of fun. And I'm enjoying, like, the way it plays a little bit. But we're just a little slow. There's nothing wrong with being slow, but... Fuck it, we'll take some steroids. The little bit of strength we are getting will help us eventually, I'm sure. Yeah, like, that lady's gotta go. Okay, then we'll do armaments to upgrade both of the imperviouses and the Shrug It Off. And then we will hold here. He's gonna apply block. I think this turn we're gonna... that, to this, to this. Let's do one of these. There. Yeah, not gonna hurt us. Oh, rage is 1 turn. That's interesting. Okay, that's good to know, because it does mean that we can get Juggernaut turns off pretty decently when we feel like it. What's our perfect turn? Impervious and a body slam would be really nice. Alright, cool. he's dead. We did a great job there. Didn't take very much damage, which is nice. Got an elixir. This will get rid of curses and statuses in our hand, which is nice. Disarm's actually pretty good. Twin Strike's also pretty good, but I think we'll just take another Pommel Strike. Having more card draw is good, nice. We do need to start getting more cards that feed into the archetype that I want, right? We're safe for now. We're not going to take any damage, which is nice. Let's do an Impervious Body Slam. Wombo combo there. We'll smack you in the head. I shrug it off, drew that out, which is fine. So whenever you take damage from this enemy, add a wound into your discard pile. It's fine. Rage, Flame Barrier, Strike. That gives us 18. Yeah. Jacks it out. Smash him. We got the elixir, so we can just deal with the fact that, like, ow, okay, that's going to be a lot of wounds in our deck. Yep, that's bad. Juggernaut into Impervious is probably what we're going to go with here. Now that we got Juggernaut out, we're going to start doing some major damage. Speed things up a little bit. We're really good against single targets right now, is the thing. Well, we're going to take some more damage, but we blocked as much of it as we could, basically. And he's dead, so we're good. That was an easy fight. Negate the next two curses. That's pretty good. Explosive Potion is also very good. It's a big AoE for 10, which is nice. Shockwave Plus is tempting, because it's 5 weak and 5 vulnerable to everything. But I think we're going to take Reaper. Having the ability to heal ourselves in combat is nice, because it also synergizes with the Magic Flower. Tori, whenever you receive 5 or less unblocked attack damage, reduce it to 1. That one's actually really good, by the way. Really, really good. Let's start with Impervious. That way I just don't forget about it. We'll just uppercut your ass. Like, I wanted to use Perfected Strike. The more strike we get, the better. But, you know, can only do so much. I guess I could have played Shrug It Off first. I probably should have played Shrug It Off first. 41 damage. That would have helped. I probably should have done that. That was a mistake. Misplay. Sorry, this thing's weak as shit. Can't even handle us. Oh, we don't have Juggernaut up. He'd be dead, actually, if we had Juggernaut up. Yep, heal up. Yeah, we want to use every opportunity to... Right, Second Wind is really good. We have a deck that's, like, it's very attack-oriented right now. Yeah, dude, here, take it. We don't even really need jacks. At the start of each combat, add a random colorless card to your hand. Oh, yes, 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 here, a fair trade. Yeah, here, dude. Take it. Shit. Relic's better than the jacks card anyway. Bandage up. It's really good. Heal ourselves a little here. Let's do this. 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 That. Like, really, I was like, just don't draw a Juggernaut, and I think I won't be angry about what just happened there. Free armaments. No skin off my teeth there. Do that. Do that. Let's do this. Let's also throw... We can't use potions. That's right. I remember. Ugh. Yeah, they're only good for making this noise now. Juggernaut for 3 with 2 strikes in hand? Sure. Why not? want to get the Juggernaut out so that way when we have heals, like if like our attacks are all like really expensive, we can just not worry about it. Strike that thing. I probably should have played that. I probably should have played uppercut first. It was a mistake. But hopefully it's not a costly one. Doesn't look like it's gonna be. So, this is better than Second Wind. He's dead next turn. That hurt a lot. That's okay. He's dead. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll just ignore that one then. Reckless Charge. Gain Vulnerable. Deal 12 damage. Sword Boomerang. Deal 3 damage to random enemies. Let's take Warcry. Card draw is always good. Again, in every archetype, card draw is good. Jack of all trades. Add a random colorless card to your hand. Sadistic Nature. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 3 damage. Sure. Shrug it off. Iron Wave. You in the back. Pommel Strike you in the back. Strike you in the back. I probably could have and probably should have played another block. Let's heal up. Hopefully, and like deal some major damage to you in the back there. There's a good opportunity to heal. So we can't attack this next turn. But it doesn't matter because we drew Juggernaut. So that guy's dead. Now we can start playing to our strengths here. Lots of blocking. With the Tori in hand, we're like actually super good. Block it, or Body Slam is currently just, oh, it's free, so fuck it, let's just play it. Just start whittling them down. Whittle them down. Perfect. Probably should have played one of the Imperviouses, to be honest, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter, yeah. As long as we block the majority of the damage, it doesn't really matter what we play, to be completely honest. But we're doing alright. The deck's actually really strong, in my opinion. I like the ability to, like, get value out of the block cards. Oh yeah, Calipers is really good. So every turn we only lose 15 block instead, so it makes both of the Imperviouses much better. I'm tempted to take Combust. We're gonna take Combust. I need to see if, so if I can block the Combust damage, that will make Combust like really strong in this deck type, which would be really nice. We don't have any money. Do we have any cards that we like don't like that need to go away? Probably remove a basic strike, right? Yeah, let's remove a basic strike. They're kind of cluttering our deck right now, and we're not... They're good, but oh, I guess they make Perfected Strike better. I guess I should have thought of that. Oh well. Not a big deal. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. Yes. Because that fits into our archetype real good here. Purity. Choose and exhaust up to 3 cards in your hand. Well, we don't want to do that right now, so... Let's just be calm here for a second. No, let's just end our turn, dump those, we get back to them later. I guess I should have played another block so I can try to caliper stuff going on. I'll have to remember that in the future here. Impervious, armaments, fucking 35 damage body slam to you. Start whittling away at the boss here. This boss is rough because these dudes do a lot of, yeah, they remove cards from our decks and hold on to them. Like that guy removed our second impervious, which I'm not happy about. But let's see if combust works here. It's probably the worst time to see if combust works the way that I think it does. But we're gonna do it anyway. No, okay, so it does hit our raw HP, but essentially we're exchanging 1 HP every turn for 5 damage to all of them, which is good. I think. Yeah, that's great. Block twice here. Don't play Rage. There's no reason to play Rage. We're going to take a hefty amount of damage here. We're going to take 28 damage, so we're actually going to take 18 damage. We should kill, like, one of these orbs, I think. Juggernaut's great. Do that. Shrug it off. Regular defend. Slowly chipping away at ourselves. Sort of get some progress down on these guys, which is fine by me. In a deck full of things that could protect us from this 51 damage hit, we didn't draw any of them. Are you fucking kidding me? You're actually kidding me. Well, we're dead, so it doesn't matter. Oh my god. The deck full to the brim of cards that apply block. We didn't get a single one that could have protected us from that. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, so I guess that's going to do it for this episode. We unlocked something, which is cool. What do we get? We got Evolve, Immolate, and Wild Strike. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so that's going to do it for this episode of Slay the Spire. If you guys like this game, let me know. I'm trying to find something that'll fill the void for PUBG until they have to fix the hacker stuff, man. Like, real talk for a hot second, but at the end of this episode, I just can't get a recording done. Every single video is just, like, me getting clipped through buildings and, like, watching speed hackers move at, like, 1,000 miles an hour, or people, like, use, like, no clip to throw cars through buildings and smash into my ass. Like, it's not fun. I'm not enjoying it. You know, it's that stuff like that. But, yeah, with that said, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys like what you saw, let me know. If you guys want to see more, subscribe to keep up to date. I want to post more videos. If you really like what you saw, leave a like. Helps the channel grow. Helps me out a great deal. But, of course, with that, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!